Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida. Welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you all so much for the love and the continued support of my channel. Today's video, you guys, is all things rose, but not just any rose. We are going to dive into what I consider to be the most unique rose fragrances in my collection. So if you are still on the hunt for, the perfect rose, you're not a rose girl, you just haven't found one that is your vibe, I have a few that I think you should get your nose on, all right? And rose lovers, of course, you're in the right place, all right? So without further ado, let's get into today's video of my top rose fragrances. Okay, you guys, so the first one up on today's list is going to be from the house of ROSA, and it is going to be Sweet Rose. You guys, when I first got this on my nose, I got a decant through Scent's gift, and I got it off the recommendation from my beautiful YouTube sister, Abby from Abby with Love. Hello, Abby. Wow, you guys, this initially, like seriously, if you have been looking at buying Haley from Tiziana Terenzi, you can buy Sweet Rose. And when I sprayed, I was like, what the heck? This smells like Haley for a fraction of the price. So I went on Fragrantica like immediately, looked at the notes. You guys, these are both like rose, passion fruit, red fruit fragrances. I think this one was released in 2020 and Haley 2019. So I don't know how they got something so similar in the turnpike, but listen, Haley is a Tiziana Terenzi, okay? Very, very pricey. And that musk still may not work for some people that cannot handle the musk in Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, because the musk is definitely still there. I feel like it's a little bit more refined and a lot less in your face, a lot more subdued than some of the other fragrances. But the musk in this one is very, very smooth. I feel like that is gonna be the biggest difference. This has 3 types of rose. Okay, you've got some unnamed rose, which may be Sensifolia, I don't know. You have a Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose. You have it balanced with geranium, which I love to see in a fragrance. You have green notes. You've got passion fruit, red berries, strawberry, raspberry, woody base, okay? Musky base with a little bit of vanilla. Haley has the passion fruit. I think it's got raspberries, it's got rose, it's got green notes. So these two are very similar. If you have just not been able to save the coins for Haley, I'm telling you, get your nose on this fragrance. Test this one out, because I think you will absolutely love it. So if you have been wanting that fragrance, if you have been saving and it's like, I can't do it, like the price tag just may be too much, or you're just not able to save up the coins for it, please check Sweet Rose out. I'm telling you, if you love rose, if you love passion fruit, like this is the summer rose, okay? But it's sweet. It's got some base to it. Like I said, that woody, musky, but smooth musk, vanilla base. So you can actually wear this rose throughout the year, but I feel like this one is gonna shine like maybe early fall, spring, summer, because it's got that beautiful passion fruit and the red berries. So it's a fruity rose and I absolutely love it. Again, that is Sweet Rose by ROSA. All right, you guys, so next up on the list is going to be one a little newer to my collection. I was on the fence about it, but I must admit it is definitely grown on me quite a bit as I actually give it full wears. And this is going to be from the house of Atelier d'Ors, and this is Pink Me Up, okay? So I feel like this is definitely going to be a good intro to niche fragrance, because this is not going to be super complex, super challenging. It is very easy to wear. My only concern is that I get your nose on it first if you can, because you may have something similar in your collection to this. Now, what is going to make it a little different is it has a champagne note. So it is definitely rose, and it is a syrupy blackberry or black currant. I've heard both of them quoted. I think Atelier quotes that they use a black currant in here. So whatever kind of berry it is, it's a syrupy sweet berry. Okay, you have the champagne, but it is a very subdued champagne experience compared to one of the next ones we're about to talk about. Okay, I feel like it's a little powdery in the base. It does have a little iris and patchouli, but this is a very like pretty girl, easy to wear fragrance. Okay, very easy to wear rose. It's got a little bit of bergamot and orange blossom in the top, but it's a easy grab. It is beautiful. Now, is it worth the price point? I don't know. Okay, like I said, you may have something similar if you have like a lot of black currants, if that's your thing. So try to get a sample of it first. I know Javois, they do ship worldwide, and they have samples typically. Hopefully they haven't sold out, but they carry this. I bought mine from Javois, and excellent customer service, fast shipping from across the pond. Like the fragrance, it's not a stone cold love for me, but it is very pretty. And again, that is Pink Me Up by Atelier d'Ors. Okay, so next one up on the list is going to be very, very polarizing. Okay, either you're gonna love this scent or you are going to not like it. I happen to love it. This is Guerlain's Cherry Oud. It is ouding, okay? The oud is it's very much an oud fragrance. So if you're new to ouds, not recommended. I don't recommend blind buying any oud fragrance at all, okay? Unless you have at least 4 or 5 ouds already in your collection. Like, you know, you love that note. Cherry Oud is very like this syrupy sweet, dark, delicious, sexy cherry. It has a leathery nuance from the particular type of oud used. So it's not like this separate synthetic leather note they've added in here. And that is probably why I actually enjoy the way the leather smells in here. Because it's not jumping out at me. It's very well blended. I love the way the oud is done in here. And I get cherry throughout the life of this fragrance. This wears so beautifully and warms up and sweetens up so beautifully on my skin. I heard some people say they don't get any cherry. My very first spray, I didn't until it began to dry down. But now that I'm aware of it, I've worn it numerous times. I obviously get the dent. I get cherry throughout the life of the fragrance. It has beautiful, you know, sillage. It lasts. It has great longevity. It is a gorgeous scent. It is just going to be very polarizing. So if you have the arts materials line in, you know, your city, pop in, test it on your skin. Guerlain, I think they are trying to do like more challenging scents. I feel like overall that's always been a very safe scent type of house, and they have decided to push the envelope. I personally really find this to be a beautiful scent. It's not going to be a rose for everybody. You got cherry, you've got oud, you've got rose, and I think it is a stunning fragrance. That is Cherry Oud by Guerlain. Okay, next up on the list is going to be Peregrina, and this is by the house of Tamim. So Peregrina is kind of taking the girls by storm this year, okay? So to me, to my nose, you have equal parts white flower and rose, okay? So if you're not one that particularly enjoys rose, you may still like this one, okay? Same with girls who don't particularly enjoy white florals, because I feel like you're getting really equal components of both. Peregrina is ultra feminine. Men seem to love it. Very like, it's powdery. It's white floral, it's rose, definitely rose. You get the rose, and the rose may be a little mature to some noses. So if you can get a sample of it, decant of it, test it out. I feel like the caramel sweetens it up beautifully. There is a cypriol in here, okay? It may come across a little oudy, because that's what cypriol normally is used for, to kind of substitute like a oud scent or accord. Very ambery, sweet rose, white floral with a little bit of powderiness, and it is quite unique to me. Beautiful scent. If you want to stun, if you want to be feminine, this is just a go-to. gorgeous. And it's not, some people say this is like gourmand. I don't really get that. Has the caramel, but I feel like it's such a floral scent. That is the star. It's a little caramel, but it's rose, okay? And I don't really classify it as a gourmand, okay? Especially when you start getting the amber quality, like, I ain't trying to eat Peregrino, all right? But nonetheless, a beautiful fragrance from a beautiful, stunning house. Again, that is Peregrino by Tamim. Next one up on the list, you knew this was gonna be on the list. Let's just go ahead and get it out the way. I cannot make a rose video, okay, about a unique rose and leave off possibilities. I have talked about it so much. I promise you, I'm probably gonna retire possibilities after this video for at least the next 2 months, okay, God willing. But such a beautiful, addictive, spicy, sexy rose. Special occasion rose for many, some find it to be signature scent worthy. I don't know, okay? This one is a little bit too potent and sexy and sensual for me to just, you know, splash this on every day. However, I'm very sensitive to spicy notes. So it may come across very different to you. This is not gonna be a rose for everyone. Again, name of the game, we're trying to smell unique, honey. This one, I feel like either the Akigala wood is gonna be too much for your nose and for you, or you're gonna love it. Like, usually it's one or the other. Either you think this is beautiful, but it's not for me, or oh my God, like, where have you been all my life? That is usually the consistency with possibilities. Nordstrom is carrying it exclusively in the US, Harvey Nichols, UK. Nordstrom here, we have a bomb return policy. So if you buy this, you find that you don't love it, get your money back, okay? If you have a Nordstrom with it on display, pop in, honey. Pop in and test it on your skin. It develops beautifully. It has amazing sillage longevity. And this is just literally the sexiest fragrance in my collection, the sexiest rose. And it is totally having a moment right now, you know, in the fragrance community. And I feel like it's very well deserved. Again, that is Possibilities by La Perla. All right, you guys, next up on the list is going to be one that I have been ranting and raving about quite a bit lately on the channel, but I couldn't leave it off this list because we're talking rose. So I'm gonna put on the Dom, okay? Dom Rosa. This is a listen, now, if you were smelling this and you like champagne wear, this champagne is definitely here, okay? This is going to be a very, very prominent citrusy, woody rose. So it's slightly aldehydic, and you have that paired with this pomelo, which is like grapefruit, but it's not quite as sharp, but grapefruit family nonetheless. So those come together and they give you this tremendously gorgeous champagne accord, all right? And so it's listed as champagne in the top notes only, if I'm not mistaken, but you're going to get champagne throughout. Very woody. If you look at the base notes, we've got vetiver, we've got cedar. I think there's Gaiac wood in here. It is very woody on the dry down. Very unisex rose, in my opinion, okay? Guys, if you particularly like a rose scent and you're looking for something that you too can wear, I think Dom Rosa wears beautifully on, you know, all the sexes. You know, male, female, non-binary. You're gonna be smelling like an opulent rose, okay? The rose in here, I feel like I'm getting a good lush dark red rose. And the way like the champagne is done, it can't come off as metallic. Like, this is a metallic rose. This is a woody rose. This is a champagne rose. This is any kind of unique rose you could think of. They bottled it up and they put it in this one fragrance. So not blind buy safe, okay? You need to get your nose on this first. The citruses may be a little bit too much. Grapefruit is one of those notes. You know, we're talking pomelo, but essentially it's gonna smell similar to grapefruit, and that particular note can turn, you know, a type of way depending on your body chemistry. Typically, grapefruits are very hit and miss for me, but this, it works beautifully on my skin. If you are not a lover of rose, like people that don't even like rose like Dom Rosa, people that want a unique rose love Dame Rosa. Like, you need to get your nose on this, and this may be a slow burner. When I decided to test this a while back, it's something I had to grow to appreciate, to love, but it's almost like it smells completely different from when I first started to wear and sample this fragrance. I added the full bottle, I think a couple months ago, and I've really been enjoying this fragrance. So can't speak highly enough of this house. Is Liquid Imagineer been in every video, probably for about the past 10 videos, I must say, dang near. Underrated house. We need to give it some roses, some props, because it is a stunning and underrated niche house. All right, again, that is Dame Rosa by Liquid Imagineer. Okay, so the last one on this list is going to be, you guys, one of my very early oud fragrances. I think Passion Della was my first oud, but this one was my second oud, and Oud Bouquet is that rose. You're talking about one of the fragrances that I don't have to overspray. I overspray everything. This, you don't have to overspray. You don't have to top yourself off. It lasts and it lasts and it lasts. Like the Energizer Bunny. It goes on and on and on. Who's old enough? My age and myself. Do y'all remember those commercials, or my age and myself? 40 and up crew, where y'all at? All right, so Oud Bouquet is from Maison Lancôme, okay? This is kind of like the private line to the Lancôme fragrances. Something about Lancôme, honey, they just know how to pull together a fragrance. This is the most beautiful, sweet, it's sweet with pralines. When I say that praline is prominent, it's prominent. So you have the rose, it is so beautiful. You have this gorgeous oud, and it is either, I feel like this is kind of like one of those either love it or hate it scents. It's not gonna be a rose for everybody. Again, it has the oud. Either you're a fan or you're like, this is giving me gasoline, all right? So it is a favorite. It is, look at how much is left. I will never get through this bottle of Oud Bouquet, but it is a love. There's nothing like spraying this on and heading out on a cold, like brisk day. You're gonna delight the senses for all of the city to smell you, because they will smell you from down the street, shutting it down for blocks. One of my most unique and beloved roses, again, Oud Bouquet by Maison Lancôme. All right, you guys, so that is the video for today. Drop me a comment below. Let me know 3 of your most unique rose fragrances. I thoroughly enjoy a good rose scent. I'm not one to think that it's like a matronly smell, just depending on how it was done, but typically I love a rose. Like, I'm just a rose girl, all right? So leave me your top 3 roses. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, you guys. Make sure your notification bell is turned on to all. And make sure you give the video a big thumbs up, as it helps the channel to grow. It has been real. I love you all, and I will catch you on the next one.